What's going on, guys? The rebels are massing near the Death Star. I am basically just going to show you guys all of my Armada stuff. I kind of pulled everything out, and I had a couple requests to kind of go do like a full fleet video. And so I'm going to do that. We're going to just kind of look at everything, and we'll kind of talk about some of the modifications that I've done here. I don't paint all of my ships. I paint some of them. And like for example, this GR75 here, I just did little orange stripes on some of the pipes there. It's not very much. I like to do some painting where there's already paint. This CR90 here is just blue instead of red, but it's the same place that there was paint already. Let's see. Some of my nebulons, like this one right here, I just put a wash on. I think some of the first print runs of the core set, the wash was pretty light. This one here, I put some gold dry brushing on, and it's hard to see there until I pick it up, but it's just gold and silver dry brush. Not really gold and silver. Like this one here, I did blue highlights on that GR75. But not a whole lot of detail. The hammerheads I changed up a little bit. See, the hammerheads are orange, and I did one yellow, and over here I did one red. But I pretty much like to keep them like with typical rebelish colors, so like oranges, reds. I guess yellow isn't really canonical in the movies, but it seems like it fits with that. I did one of my peltas a little different here. I painted some lines on it, and I did some yellow and orange highlights. Well, I did the yellow kind of stripes coming out, different there, as just for comparison. Here's the original pelta, and it had some yellow on it. I think that's what kind of gave me that idea. And I did one of my MC30s right there with just some line work. All right. Yeah. Now I will admit, some of the squadrons are not finished. I have a few, like this B-Wing right here. And then I got like two Z95s and I think two B-Wings that were not finished. I have a little bucket of a couple of squadrons I haven't yet done. But I've kind of grouped them all up. I got some E-Wings over there. I think I only painted two E-Wing squadrons. I haven't really been a fan of using a lot of E-Wings. The Z95s and B-Wings I certainly use a lot, and I just haven't been around painting them. I've been painting other things, been doing a lot of Legion terrain. So let's see, we got some of our Skirgs, our YT2400s, our VCXs over here, a lot of X-Wings, some more of our Scum and Villainy ships. I only have two Lancers out. The rest are still kind of in the pile of things awaiting to be painted. We've got our, there's actually Han right there, and then our other YT1300s. One of the things you'll see here I do with some of my named squadrons, like let's jump on this B-Wing. Where is it? Right here. I'll paint the one of the ships in the squadron with highlights so I can pick it out of a crowd, because I don't actually disassemble mine. And now you'll notice that for at least for your alphabet squadrons, like your A-Wings, your B-Wings, your X-Wings, your Y-Wings, I've got some that are gold, like right here, and then one that's gold right there. And then I have some that are silver, like this B-Wing squadron over here is like silver. And then I think it's this Y-Wing squadron here is a little more silver. And those are for quick reference for the folks that came with the Corellian conflict, because I keep mine assembled all the time. It's hard just to look at those little dials, especially in the case of like Gold Squadron, which looks almost identical to any other Y-Wing squadron. You have to look really close to see that the symbol it's got an extra little symbol there. But it helps me grab them at a distance, so that's helpful. And I did that for all of the Corellian conflict ones. I made the named pilot gold, and then the unique squadron type silver. Yeah, and that's That's all the rebels. There we go. Zoom out a little bit. All right, let's take a look at some of the Empire. We'll start with the squadrons. All right, we've got some of our bounty hunters are all over on this side, and let's see, we've got Boba Fett right there. It's hard to get the lighting right here because I'm constantly blocking my own lights because this is not an optimal kind of setup for me. This just takes up so much space setting all of this up. Yeah, I really like having a lot of fire sprays. They're fun, but then the decimators came out, and I think these guys right here, you know, are a much I don't know, maybe more powerful than they seem. That's for sure. We got all of our Jump Masters, our IG-2000s over there. All right, and we've got our TIE Fighters. I see, like I did the same thing with the Empire. I got one that's gold. And I'll admit I just kind of did just a dry brush all over, so it's kind of sloppy. I just need to be able to grab it in a hurry. Let's see here. There's our gold TIE Advanced. There's Darth Vader on top. I had to paint Darth Vader blue, even though he shouldn't be blue. But I just, like, you know, there's not that many TIE Advanced, so how was I going to paint, like, you know, 4 squadrons of TIE Advanced and make Darth Vader stand out when, you know, when I make them all blue and then make Darth Vader's the only one that's gray? I probably could have done that. That would have made more sense. There's Suntier Fell, and he's the only one that's got the blood stripe. There's our gold bomber. That's, Jonas. There's Reimer next to him with, like, the teal bomber. And then our silver bomber, which is the Gamma, I think. And then we got some of our Phantoms over here. Which one's the named Phantom? Oh, it's the silver one right there. That's Whisper. And then we got our TIE Defenders back there. I made the red one, the named, from Eric Steele. And then I varied the paints up. I did some of them gray, some of them blue, just because I started getting bored of kind of following my own rules at that point, and then I changed things up. Got some decimators back here. I should have 6, but somebody kind of put them in his stuff after a tournament and let me know about it. He wasn't trying to steal them, just never. He said he was going to send them to me and never has, so I just had to go buy another pack. So I got 2 more decimators that are just still in the box right now. All right, we're going to get on to the ships now. I want to talk about this guy right here. This is the only ship I've got that somebody else painted. This was a door prize at Cool Stuff Waterford here in Orlando, and this was from Seraphim Studios, which is a local paint, like, you know, they do custom paints in, like, X-Wing and Armada and probably Imperial Assault, I'm not sure. But Seraphim Studios did this one, and I mean, they do a lot of stuff. Like, this one there wasn't a whole lot of detail you could really put on there, but it looks good. It looks really good. And I can't really get too much on there, but yeah, so I painted all of my Architons. Like this one, I think, is just like a little bit of extra black on there, like not a whole lot of extra detail. And like this one here, that one there is just a little extra gray. And then this one here, I did those stripes, although they're not perfectly symmetrical. If you look, it's not perfect, but at a glance, nobody cares, right? Nobody's gonna know. Actually, so this one kind of looks a little better than that one, but I fly them both together sometimes because they both have red. Yes, so I haven't touched any of my Raiders yet. I have touched some of my Gladiators. Gladiators, I noticed there was multiple print runs of Gladiators, and they looked a little different. Like this one, I painted like a brighter gray on some of these panels, here and here and here, and so that just to make it stand out a little bit without it really breaking from the Imperial gray. I just kind of wanted that one to look a little different. I think this one was a later print run, was really bright, and then this one here was like a little darker. Not that much, but just, you know, because maybe a different density of the wash. Not entirely sure. This was one I kind of screwed up on. So I tried to put like this green glaze over it, thinking it was going to look really cool. And it was bright, glossy green. It looked like a lollipop. So then I had to dry brush a whole bunch of layers of gray over the top of it for this Gazanti, just so it wouldn't look quite so candy-ish. So so I only use this one when I need a lot of Gazantes, because this is my third one. But my regular Gazantes, I've done a little bit with them just to make them stand out a little more. And it's just right here. It's just this little gray here right on top of the head. And then for this other one over here, it's the red on top of the head. Not much, just enough to make them stand out. I mean, I still mark them anyway, and I still follow the rules. This victory has a funny story, long story behind this victory. This is one I don't really ever bring to the table much, but it was broken when I got it out of the box. This was from, I think, my first core set, either first or second core set, because I bought two like right away. But it was missing an antenna, so I contacted FFG, and they sent me a whole nother victory. But not the base or anything, just the ship model itself. And I said to them, I only need the antenna. But, you know, and they sent me the whole thing. And so I had an extra ship, so I took this one and I just decided to paint it pink, like as a joke. And then after a while I said, you know what, I don't want it to be pink anymore. Why are we losing focus? There we go. I don't want it to be pink anymore, so I tried to fix it and, you know, did some layers of dark and dry brushing over the top of it. And I don't know. I mean, I think it has a kind of a cool look, but I don't usually want to run that one. We're getting to the back here. I have not done any of my ISDs. I did this one Quasar over here. I just put some line work on there and a wash and made it a little darker. But actually a little lighter in the center. So here's the default Quasar. And there's the one that I've done. And then one that I really kind of like the way it came out was this Interdictor here. And basically the only thing I did is I put some... it's a blood for the blood god, so this is like a paint that's meant to look like blood, so it's a little bit glossy, so it would glow a little bit, and just so it would look like in the artwork when they're glowing and they're activating those gravity wells. So yeah, that's about it. And then I've got some of my lambdas and stuff kind of set in here. Whoa! All right, let's zoom out. But that is it, guys. We're going to try and get the whole shot here. It's a lot of ships. Here, let's do the run through. Let's see if we can do it. All right, guys. Well, that's about all I've got for you. Yeah, I might do the same thing with X-Wing, but I think it would take 1,000 times longer because X-Wing has way too many parts and bases and pieces, and like, you know, it would take me probably a whole weekend to just set everything up. So it was much easier for me to do Armada because that's one lesson learned, is like keep everything set up. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe. I'll be announcing the winner of the Cool Stuff gift card next week. So in a couple more days, so make sure you subscribe for that, and I'll probably be doing some more streaming, you know, tonight or tomorrow night for in Battlefront 2, so check that out as well. And you can enter to win the giveaway just by being a subscriber and leaving a comment on this or one of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.